Hello everybody. Today I would like to tell you about inquiries. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Bunga Amanda. Alright, let's start. Making inquiries. A simple inquiry can be made by email, fax, or cable. The content of inquiry will depend on three things: how well you know the supplier, whether the supplier is based in your country or abroad, the type of goods or services you are inquiring about. Let's move. The first one is opening. Tell your supplier what sort of organization you are. For example, our company is a subsidiary of Universal Business Machine and we specialize in. Number 2. How did you hear about the company you are contacting? For example, we were given your name by the Hotelier Association in Paris. Number 3. It is possible to use older references. For example, we were impressed by the selection of gardening tools displayed on your stand at this year's Hamburg Gardening Exhibition. Next, asking for catalog, price list, etc. It is not necessary to give a lot of information about yourself when asking for catalog, price list, etc. This can be done by letter, fax, or email. But don't forget to give your postal address. It is also helpful to point out briefly any particular items you are interested in. Number 3. Asking details. When asking for goods or services, you should be specific and state exactly what you want. If replying to an advertisement, you should mention the journal or newspaper and its date, and quote any box number or department number given. And if ordering from or referring to a catalog, brochure, or prospectus, always quote the references. Number 4. Asking for samples, patterns, and demonstration. You might want to see what the material or items look like before placing an order. Most suppliers are willing to provide samples or patterns so that you can make a selection. However, few would send a complex piece of machinery for you to look at. Number 5. Suggesting terms, methods of payment, and discount. Companies sometimes state price and condition in their advertisements or literature and may not like prospective customers making additional demands. However, even if conditions are quoted, you can mention that you usually expect certain concession and politely suggest that, if your terms were met, you would be more likely to place an order. Number 6. Asking for goods on approval or on sale or return. Sometimes, retailers and wholesalers want to see how a line will sell before placing a firm order with a supplier. Two ways of doing this are by getting goods on approval or on a sale or return basis. In either case, the supplier would have to know the customer well, or would want trade references. The supplier would also place a time on when the goods must be returned or paid for. Number 7. Asking for an estimate or tender. Estimates are quotations to complete a job, like putting a new roof on a factory or installing machinery. Tenders are similar quotation, but in written form. A company may write circular letters to several suppliers, inviting offers to complete a construction job or to do repair or decorating. And last, closing. Usually, a simple thank you is sufficient to close an inquiry. However, you could mention that a prompt reply would be appreciated, or that certain terms or guarantees would be necessary. You can also indicate further business or other lines you would be interested in. Alright, that's all my explanation about inquiries. Thank you for your attention.